Hello everybody. So, welcome to something a little bit different. Farmer's Life. This is quite a new game, I think. They've just released it, I believed, on kind of full access, kind of full release, but I don't think it is quite finished yet, actually, if I'm honest with you. So, I'm just going to do a little bit of a playthrough, and this is as it stands a one-off. And I'm going to do the tutorial. Now, you will notice actually on the screen there it says continue. So I've already recorded this once. So I already had the episode, I thought, ready to go to release. And I kind of forgot I'd pre-set up my spacebar as a hot tab for OBS. And every time I was using spacebar, and it's something you do have to use on this game quite often, it was pausing the recording. And I just didn't realise, to be honest with you. I normally play with a controller, and the spacebar's handy if I need to kind of like sneeze or cough, or one of the kids comes and interrupts me. I can just quickly press the big massive spacebar and then press it again to carry on the recording. But yeah, not very good when you're actually using the keyboard and mouse, and I just completely forgot. So I've spent about an hour doing the tutorial for no reason. So it's fine. Hey, at least I should kind of know what I'm doing. So I'm going to go straight back in. I'm not going to continue with that. We'll forget that. We'll save over it. So brand new game. We'll keep the tutorial turned on. The reason I'm doing it, I mean, I've just done the tutorial, haven't I? But this is a kind of, what would you call it, a pilot episode? It's an episode where I just want to see if anyone else who kind of used my normal farm sim content is interested in this game as well. And actually, I think you would be. I talk to you a lot. We comment on you know, a lot of videos, and we do have a lot of discussions. And this, I think, this game is up my street. It's definitely going to be up your street. So here we go. So a bit of an introduction. I'll leave it play through. You can obviously read it and have a look at it if you want. The main objective for me playing this game, obviously, like any game, is I just kind of want to have fun playing it. But at the same time, I know I've persuaded a heck of a lot of people, whether through videos, whether through who I know outside of doing this kind of video stuff, to download and play Farming Simulator, and I know they're putting a lot of hours into it as well. And potentially, if I can do the same thing, you know, I think this game's quite good, and I think a lot of you might enjoy it. So it's like 11 quid on Steam at the minute. I think it's super cheap. So basically, the kind of the morale is we're a character called Casemiro. It's easy for me to say because I think Casemiro from Man United without the O. And as you can see, I'm just there. He's a bit of a drunk. So the character's kind of an alcoholic. This is just following the war, so I think it's like 1950s-ish mid. It is based in Poland. There's various broken down tanks, and I think there's bunkers and things. I never got that far, to be honest with you, but I have kind of seen odd bits and pieces here and there. So, right, anyway, let's get going. So, selected days of Casimiro's life await you. Survive them and expect much more in the final release of the game. So yeah, so this isn't the final release of the game, but it does look like a pretty sound game already. Now, our protagonist has had a very rough night, doesn't remember much. Help him get a grip. Help him get a grip. Barely figure out how to get myself a grip. Right, pretty standard. Yeah, we got that, we know that. Shift is like the sprint button. It's a bit Call of Duty like, to be honest. Control, crouch, yeah, and zoom in. So you'll find that I will make some comparisons to games a bit like, I mean, DayZ is the game that comes to mind. Landlord's View, this kind of gives you these highlights there. So it just helps you to identify what you can actually interact with, so that's quite cool. Right, so we've got to pick up some sticks, Alex. So there's still sticks left to pick up, 9 of them. I am really glad it's kind of giving me a counter. What's the button? See, I've just done the tutorial. I've already forgot what the buttons are. It's quite a complex game. Quite a complex game. Right, there you go. So it's counting down from 9 for me, which is really handy because, you know, 9 is quite a big number, isn't it? To be honest, you know, it is a struggle, yeah, to get down from 9. Cool. Right, 3, 2, One more. There we go. Right, the field is cleared. So we've got to go get the horse. So yeah, I will make some comparisons to games like Daisy, and Daisy is what stands out for me. So I can jump into it now, because I've done the tutorial, I've got the gist of how to play the game. But we'll continue to do that in this episode. So you've got inventory, or inventory, depends how I fancy saying it. It will vary every time, I'm sure. And you very much interact with things, kind of a bit like Daisy. It's a bit more clunky, it's not quite identical, but it's very similar. You do have to look after the character's health, so you know you've got food levels, which we'll experience in a mo. I'll continue going, and it will go through that in a second, but hopefully I can explain it a bit better than what the tutorial does. The tutorial's good, but oh, I've got to satisfy his hunger. Yeah, this little piglet we've got, Fluffy, he kind of leads you to where you got to go and shouts at you and tells you what you have to do. So sorry, Fluffy, I was getting carried away. So F to consume. So you can see the bottom left corner, the food bar is going up with a little kind of chicken drumstick. And then this one I think is for water. I'm assuming that's water, or it's alcohol. Good. Right, so there you go, look. He's leading us to the right kind of place again, and when he gets there he'll start shouting at you. There you go. I do kind of know what to do, because like I said, I've kind of done this already without actually recording it properly, which was my bad. I have turned all the hotkeys off, that's for definite. Right, so we've got to open that up. We've got to take the animal out, press E. This animal now will follow. Let's open that on a gate for him, just so we can get out a bit easier. Again, the landlord's vision, you press that. It just shows you what you can interact with. There's the plough, in fact. But also, you can see that I'm kind of leading him. There's an invisible lead there. So, right, we've got to go into here. We've got to connect up the plough. And, I mean, you'd be impressed by this. I wish I could get something like this on Keep It Real. Look at that. That is about as manual as you're going to get, isn't it? Right, we're still leading him. Let's connect him up. Lovely. And you kind of steer these ploughs a little bit like you're driving a car, to be honest. Like did I just call it a cow? I'm pretty sure I called it a cow. It's not a cow. It's a strange looking cow. I'm pretty sure it's a horse. Yeah, so you drive the horse a bit like you're driving a vehicle, I guess, to be honest with you. Oh, I got a bit stuck on something then, didn't I? Now, what you might find is I'm doing this series as something a bit different. So it's a different kind of game, although you could very much say it's kind of farming simulator related. Now let's start ploughing, E in the bottom while I'm talking. But it's different in the sense that I really want to just press record and play. You know, I don't actually know how to play it. I'm learning as I'm going, and you know, hopefully you enjoy that. You know, what I do, I mean, certainly the kind of story mode, the roleplay stuff. Honestly, the amount of time it takes to edit and create that episode, and I have to do it because that's what makes the story. But it is very, very time consuming. And you know what? I just feel like I'd love to have some sort of series, some sort of gameplay where I can just be me. In the sense that I can just talk. I can just press record, not do any editing, and then upload the video. And then move on to the next one. And potentially, I'll just do all of this as streaming. Just do the whole thing as live. I mean, I can't go back and edit what I've said live on stream, can I? So, yeah, that's my plan. Now, going back to this. Actually, I'm not doing a bad job, because this is quite difficult to do. I'm doing this pretty well. I certainly didn't do it this good when I did the first playthrough, which I didn't actually record. But there isn't really much point in doing all of it, and you will see why eventually. But actually, this kind of tutorial, all of this effort that you put into it right now, is irrelevant once the tutorial's finished anyway, for various reasons, and you'll figure that out in a moment. So I'm just gonna, I mean, for a little bit of my OCD, I'm gonna at least get to the end of it, but one more, that will do. That's it now. Right, ending ploughing using the radial menu. I do remember that is the F button. And you kind of move the mouse in the direction and then let go of the F button. There we go. I say the F button. Just literally F on the keyboard. Right, lead him again. E. Take him back to his barn. There we go. So yeah, so that's my plan anyway. So hopefully I release this episode now with kind of all of my mumbles, all of my talking to myself, which I do a lot, all of my confusion, all of my standing there going, what button do I actually press to do that? And I just release it. Wonderful. Right. Let's lock him in. Good. Enter your home, find the bed here. He's tired now, look. We need to rest. So again, look in the bottom corner, you'll see the energy bar. And it's those kind of things, by the way, is why I will make comparisons to DayZ. And also, you know, just the kind of thought that the creators have put behind interacting with stuff. That pig is a bit annoying though. I like sausages and I like bacon. Irritating me. Yeah, just the way that you can interact. You know, you can open doors in here. Give you a quick house tour. It's not much to look at. It's pretty horrible. You've got a cooker here. You can. It won't let me interact because we're still in tutorial mode. But I've got far enough to know that you can cook any. You know, you can make scrambled eggs. You can make a sandwich. You can make mashed potato. You can. The list of ingredients and recipes is absolutely massive, and all of them have different benefits and different advantages. You know, you can get ill. You can get a cold. I think you can get hypothermia and. Yeah, you've got to have the right things in place to cure. So that's brilliant. That's brilliant. I don't know what that is actually. I don't know if I got that far. You can even eventually upgrade the house. You can have electric fitted. You can have light bulbs installed. I think you can paint the house. Don't know if you can change the furniture. I'm not sure. You can pretty much build anything. You can build, I believe, fences, maybe even barns, little enclosures for the animals. Yeah. I don't know, enclosures? They're not enclosures, are they? Pens. Let's go with pens. I'm not running a zoo. You can fix that tractor over there in the distance, look. You can fix that. You have to get whatever it's missing. I think it's missing things like exhaust pipes and the steering wheel. You've got to find it or buy it. It's just got so much potential, this game. And honestly, I'm going to enjoy playing it. I know for a fact I'm going to enjoy playing it. Whether or not I continue, so it's not for a few hours. Yeah, whether or not I continue to record it, that's all kind of depending on how this goes, I guess, and how you all like it. But either way, if I get enjoyment out of it, I'm going to play it. Right, here we go. Skip forward a little bit. Right. So this is the bit in the recording. I've done all of this bit, fine. And this is the bit that kind of requires the use of a spacebar, which you'll see very shortly. So I've got to pick it all up, which is just literally E. And then the pig's going to shout at me again, but I know where to go. Yeah, this is the part that requires you to use the spacebar. And this is where it started kind of pausing itself on and off. So, what I want to do... put the grass. Okay, right. So what you do is you drag it here. You select how many. So, some of this feels a bit clunky, I'm not going to lie. Hopefully they kind of update this a little bit. You know, I'd like it just kind of a double click it kind of button and it does that rather than have to select quantity and stuff. But anyway, right, pitchfork. I know where it is, but he's shouting at us again anyway, look. This must be the most miniature pitchfork I've ever seen. I'll close that menu, we'll read that at some point. I've not even read the menu yet, but tutorial should be interactive, right? Don't want to be sat there reading instructions. So basically you pitchfork them in and spacebar is what throws it into your composter. And yeah, every time I press spacebar I was pausing it for, well, just on and off. It was a nightmare. So like that. Lovely. And again, similar kind of thing, to be honest with you. you've got dung. It's quite funny. When I did it, I walked over it. I wonder if it would do it again. So I literally stepped in it. Oh yeah, look. My shoes were really good down again. I thought that was quite funny. Nice little touch. Right, so you just chuck that into here. Now, I don't know, by the way, eventually, I feel I'm going to get a bit fed up with that mumbling. I quite like the fact that it prompts you to see what he's talking about. But no, it's quite strange to pick up these because... There you go. You'd think you'd have to aim the cursor at it, but that's not the case. You've got to aim it slightly over. There you go. Yeah, that mumbling, it is a bit... It's a bit annoying. It prompts me to see what he's saying. But... Yeah, I don't know, it's a bit frustrating. Right, cool. So, we're done. Let's, again, here. So, drag it into the middle. Drag it into the middle? Drag it into the middle. Hold shift to use all pieces of an item. Oh, so maybe I could have done that. Okay. I thought maybe I could have put that fork down, but obviously I'm keeping it. Right, maybe I could have picked all of that grass down in one go by pressing shift. See, actually the game might not be as bad as some people kind of think as well. I've watched 2 YouTubers, by the way. I've watched the tutorial with 2 different YouTubers and a couple of additional episodes after that. But then I kind of thought, no, right, I've seen enough of it to know this looks like my kind of game. I'm not watching anymore because that will affect me. And you know, that's my kind of game. I want to play this the way I want to play it. You know, I don't want to be influenced. So, right, this is very kind of Daisy-like again and Call of Duty-like. So, right-click, zooms. It looks like you've got a kind of steady aim. And then, oh, kill it. Savage. Hopefully I don't... Oh, reload. Yeah, that'll be good, wouldn't it? Single fire, 1950s. Really? How did I miss that shot? This gun ain't very accurate. There you go. That was shocking. Neither of the tutorials I've seen missed the shot. It's like they just explode, or are they there on the floor? I'm assuming it won't let me go past this. Nope. Right, this wasn't dodgy editing, it's just... Okay. Right, I do remember this bit now. So, ride our bike. We've just woken up in a graveyard, by the way. That's where we like to hang out to get a bit drunk and kind of fall asleep, yeah, in a graveyard. It's like Silent Hill. As soon as I seen this first time, I was like, oh no. No one told me this was a horror game. I can't handle horror games. But I don't think it is a horror game. It did freak me out a bit though. And that, by the way, just about shows you how easily I can get freaked out. Anyway, where are we going, Fluffy? I feel like he just runs away really fast because he's afraid I'm going to do another tattoo on his ass. I mean, what kind of person? And they're like symmetrical as well. I mean, for the 1950s, that's quite an accurate looking tattoo, to be honest. I think I got some tattoos a little worse than that. Anyway, right, no wonder he's so naggy, because I think he's been slightly abused. Talk to this guy. Right, let us trade. So, I like this again, this whole concept. There's loads of people. I'm not going to read that. I will read that at some point, but that would be boring in the video. So, I think, what do I have to do? I think sell all my tools. Oh yeah, I remember. Sell that one. Sell that one. And I think we're just literally selling them to feed his alcohol habit. Yep. We're going to go and see. Honestly, if I've still got that rifle on me, I think I might do something about him. I hope he's not like that through the whole game. Right, let's trade, and let's go for the hard stuff, yeah? Let's go 7... Oh, I've only got enough for 1. Right, which way home, Fluffy? Let's take the bike, though. Right, the bike. Yeah, this game has just got... Oh, God. So much potential. So much potential. And it looks kind of hilarious, to be honest. Right, so he's still mumbling along at the bottom there, and potentially... When you record, it's funny because I've heard YouTubers say it, and I was like, don't be so silly. But when you're doing recording, you have like this little like YouTube brain, and you don't tend to read what you should be reading. So I'm definitely going to miss something. But if you're keeping up with the comments at the bottom, something snatched a few of his chickens apparently. Whatever it was not big enough to snatch that humongous piece of meat. It's damaged goods anyway. I'm pretty sure in a minute. I don't want to talk too far ahead, but you know, like I said, because I've done this and I kind of bodged up the recording. I know in a minute we actually ride him as a vehicle. It's quite funny, but to speed him up, you kick him. Oh, it's so bad I shouldn't laugh really, but I think to myself I'll probably get some sort of warning from YouTube for animal abuse or something. Anyway, right. I've just got to return home, yeah? Chickens on, I believe you can run your animals over, I believe. I mean, maybe not on the bike. I'm pretty sure when you eventually fix the tractor, this is the kind of detail it is. You fix the tractor and run over a chicken, it actually kills it. You have to literally, you know, like in Farm Sim, you just drive through them, can't you? It doesn't matter, just go through them. But in this game, you literally have to dodge your animals, otherwise you're going to kill them. I like it. It's cool. Right, drink water from my... Why do I need water? I just bought a load of vodka. Alright, let's go. Okay, anything to eat in the storage. Look, the pig knows how to open the door. He's a keeper. He knows where the food is as well, doesn't he? Yeah, let's have a little sandwich. Just one sandwich, surely that would be enough. Or can I consume straight? Oh, well, that's interesting to know. I didn't do that last time. I can just consume it instead of mucking around dragging it over. Oh, we've got to lie down again now. He's only just woke up in the graveyard. Let's take a nap for a few hours again. Just a few hours, so... I say 4 is a few. 4 is a few. Right, it's jumping us forward a bit in time again. So this is still very much tutorial at the minute. We're about to get some thunder. And a bit of lightning. It's going to cause a bit of drama. So again, I'm not going to act like this is all a surprise to me because of that. Because of that, that was a surprise. I forgot about this bit. Because of my bodged recording, I kind of know what I'm doing. But yeah, I forgot that he's kind of absolutely hammered while you're doing it. Right, so we have to. He's a bit slow as well. Come on. We've got to let the animals out. Look at them there. Poor chickens. It looks like there's a lot more chickens than what there are because I got like double vision. Put out the fire. Yeah, so I've got to pick up the bucket. Fill the bucket, which is E. Yep, and then we've got to splash it all over the barn, which is slowly burning down. Ooh, got 2 bits in one go then. I didn't do that last time. What was it again? E. The bucket. Oh, it doesn't seem so drunk now. Can I? Yeah, I can speed up a little bit. Another one. And now we got to get the roof. So in the two YouTubers I watched, one of them managed to do the roof from down here. The other one had to get a ladder. And yeah, I'm going to say when I did this before, I'm sure I didn't have to get a ladder. So maybe you just have bad aim. Okay, so this should be it. Yeah. Thank you God for this downfall. Well, not really, because I just did it with a bucket. Oh, okay, it's skipping me forward again. Right, these holes sure need fixing. Okay, right. So again, and this is another thing, why I feel this game is going to be great. You have to fix it now. You have to fix it now. It would be cool if these sort of natural events happen throughout your whole playthrough. If you get bad weather and you literally randomly have kind of issues given to you from Mother Nature, that would be cool. Anyway, right, I need to take... Can I just take all? and it's quite landlord's vision again. That just kind of guides you to what to do. I would ideally not like to use that all the time, to be honest with you, and just figure it out properly. But anyway, again, I know what to do because I've done it. But you literally just give it a tappy tap, tap 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 with your hammer, and it fixes it out. Cool. So I believe when it comes to it, if you run out of planks, for example, it looked like there was loads there anyway, but you chop down trees. A hand saw, I think, if you saw the logs, gives you planks. I think if you hit the logs with an axe, it gives you smaller logs. I think you then have to hit them with a different kind of axe to chop them into firewood, which you use for your cooker and things. It's just... yeah, I've struggled to find a game that has the kind of extra thought. What are you shouting at? I'm already in the middle of doing it, mate. Honestly. It's very dirty as well. I've not figured out if you can actually clean the pig. That would be cool. But yeah, anyway, just the thought that's been put into... take that ladder. Various different kind of game mechanics. I think it's really cool. And again, that's why I'll keep making comparisons to Daisy. Not because there's zombies, because there clearly aren't zombies. Although that pig will be dead in a minute. Right, I need to go get some roof panels, don't I? Basically, asbestos panels, yeah? 5, okay, let's just pick up 5 at a time. Don't know how many I need, let's go with 20. Climb the ladder. Which is E. And again, this is the bit where to step off of it, you've got to press space. So basically, I was putting all of that pig poo into there, and then I must have not pressed space again until I jumped off the ladder, and I literally, my recording went from pig poo to the ladder on the roof. And I'm thinking, oh, I missed like 15-20 minutes worth of stuff there. Right, come on, what do I need to do? There we go. Just got to aim it in the right area. So he's replacing all the panels. Same again on this one, I suppose. Oh gosh, I need 10 more. I do know that there's no fall damage. Well, not from that height anyway. I don't know that for a fact. There might be fall damage. Right, I need 2 more lots, so pick. Oh, I just needed to hold up. Well, that was a convenient amount, just happened to be stored there, wasn't it? Ah, oh, that pig. Climb. Let's go again. Can I kind of reach it from the ladder? No. You just got to get the sweet spot of where you're actually aiming to do the repair. Cool. Enough with the labour today. Fluffy, find me a bottle. Good. He wants another bottle already. Oh my gosh, you could actually kick him, I've just seen them. You can just randomly kick him. That is not very nice. Defeat alcoholism. Okay. I think we are pretty much now coming to the end of the tutorial. I believe. Now, by the way, for a game that's not fully released yet, don't you think it isn't actually that bad, is it? I mean, the sky looks good. Just the way the light works off of the ground look. When it's not raining, this isn't so shiny. It is a very, very good game. And for some reason, it defaulted the graphics down a little bit as well. And I don't know why, because what I play on should be more than capable of running this at full settings. So I will turn them back up, because it's not like I'm having issues, you know, I'm having no issues at all. It's not lagging, I've got no frame rate drop. And I should be recording this on a very high bit rate as well. So hopefully you can kind of see the detail, because there is quite a lot of it. There's quite a lot of mess around here as well, isn't there? I think at some point you're meant to be clearing all of this farm up and rebuilding it, I guess. Right, what do I actually have to do? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, I know, I can remember now. Some random person keeps leaving us little letters in bottles on our doorstep. So, absolutely shameless. Now you're even drinking in the graveyard. Someone's seen us. The pig by your side has more culture. Right, okay, we gotta go clean. I remember this bit now. Hold space to finish. Why have I got to hold space? Clean up your parents' grave. J for journal. Let's have a look at that a minute. So basically, this is like your quest guide. So this is where, again, it comes into a little bit like Skyrim-y. You have a gauge here. Do you know, I've never even noticed that last time, but you can be evil or you can be super good, like a little angel. So it's kind of, you know, it's all of those cool sort of RPG games combined into a farmer style type thing. It's good. I think you can fight people as well, especially if you're a naughty person. You can go around beating people up. I don't know if you can shoot people. I don't know if it's got a little element of GTA in it. I'm guessing probably not, but anyway, right, tab clears that. This is the bit where I remember riding the pig, and this basically was the point that I lost all of my recording. I can literally kick him. I'm not going to do that. That's savage. But I will, oh, hang on. There's his head. And this pig is fast. You wait until we get through here. Now I did realise, how do I get off E? I did realise you can't open gates and things whilst you're on him. So, I'm not going to worry about, oh, I don't want to lead him. What do I want to do? Ride. I'm not going to worry about shutting the gate behind us because we haven't got any animals now. I think, from what I can gather, he sold everything because he just likes alcohol too much. So this is the bit that makes me laugh. When you spur him on, when you press shift, you can hear him give it a kick. And he squeals and starts running. It's savage. Oh, see? Poor pig. But he's fast. He's, oh gosh, he's also quite hard to steer. He's much faster than me. Oh gosh, so you can't actually jump in this game as a character, but when you're on the pig you can. Right, we've got to head into town. Head into town. What did we have to do again? Oh, we had to clear the grave, the parents' grave. So that is pretty much when a little bit earlier on in the tutorial, probably 10 minutes ago maybe, when we woke up in a graveyard. I think pretty much. What's that? Oh, okay. Oh, it's like a little like stalk or something. I'm assuming you can hunt. Oh, you can hunt them, I guess, make some money. Yeah, we pretty much, I think we fell asleep by our parents' grave. So we've got to clean up the mess we made now, empty bottles and stuff. These abandoned tanks, so this is set kind of post-World War II in Poland, from what I can gather. You can actually, I think, crowbar and break into all of these tanks and potentially get some kind of German supplies out of them. I don't know if they're all German tanks. Is that a German tank? I think it's a German tank. I don't know. Maybe it's a Polish tank. I'm not sure. Or maybe it's just a tank and I'm overthinking it. Quite likely. Fast travel point keeps popping up, by the way, so while I'm thinking, if you press M, just like any game like this really, it loads up a map view. Once you've visited the location, you can fast travel back to it. So that's quite cool. We've got 3 little points there already. I think for the normally I wouldn't like doing stuff like that. Like when we play Farming Simulator, I don't like to do the teleporting because I think it makes the game too easy. But this sort of game, because I want to do like live recording almost, not actually live when you watch it, but live in the sense that I'm not going to edit it. I probably will use fast travel points and things just to save the time. Right, I've come straight to it only because I know where it is. Again, because I've done it. In the last recording, which didn't record, I said, what on earth are these weird green things that are kind of hanging around it? It doesn't make sense. Actually, they're flowers, and they're just not grown yet. So I think you plant them and they look quite pretty eventually. But anyway, again, I've got to find that sweet spot. There you go, clean it up. Cool. So we cleaned up the parents' grave. Wonderful. And now I'm going to lead you because trying to ride that is difficult. Now I can't really remember what you had to do. I'm not going to lie. not too sure. So let's head down here. I'm sure this isn't the end of the tutorial. Maybe I have to have a fight. Maybe I have to have a fight with someone, I can't remember. I don't know. Right, defeat alcoholism. Yeah, that's kind of an ongoing task. Oh, you need to stop drinking so much. Right, I reckon I go back. So, let's use this. Fast travel. Brilliant. Now, I think if you're leading, yeah, the animal does follow with you. If you don't lead, it stays there. So you have to remember to press the lead button first. And, I don't know, I mean, is that it? What do we reckon? Is it going to let me freely? Yeah, it lets me freely do everything. Maybe that is it. Maybe that was the tutorial. So, yeah, it's even opened up this little, like, area here, look. God, I must have sold some of my scarecrows as well. I'm sure there was a lot more than that there a minute ago. Right, you can leave me alone now, mate. Cool. So, that was it anyway. So, let me just have a quick check. What are we on? So, just over half an hour. Not bad. That's pretty much the tutorial done. So, I've already persuaded myself that this is going to be really fun. There's no doubt about it. And I am not even scratching the surface of this game. I'm literally just touching the very outer edges. So, this is going to be great. It's going to be such a good game. I'm going to end it here for now though, but please, please, please let me know what you think. So I'm doing this video aimed at existing viewers, by the way. All of you guys that we talk quite regularly. I just feel that this is something that you might quite like. But there's a good chance, because it's a new game and people are interested, there's a good chance there's loads of new people coming to watch it as well. So if you are new, I really appreciate it. And I guess my kind of commitment to you if you are new is please give me a comment, because as it stands, I've never missed a comment. I've replied to every comment. Now, I'm still in my infancy. You know, I'm pretty much just under 12 months old. Channel was created a long time ago, but that was before I started to create content. So, really, I properly went for recording back in January. So, January for me would be the annual, which we're coming up to. Obviously, we're sort of mid-December now. So, yeah, if you are new to the channel, give me loads of comments. I will reply to you, absolutely. I'm not too big to give a reply to everyone, that is for sure. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching, new or existing. Do appreciate it, really hope you liked it. I look forward to speaking with you in the comments. And yeah, until the next episode, cheers and gone.